So, um,
Snort.
what are your plans for post YouTube, you know, or post streaming? Or have you even thought of that?
Begging.
Lost my job. I was like, what am I going to do? And I already had this YouTube channel that had a good following, but it was only for gameplay. And I was like, shit, I can't monetize that. What do I do? So I had a vlogging channel where I was doing stupid crap. I was making food that was terrible food and, you know, just dumb stuff just to have some variety in my content. I said, maybe I can monetize that. So I did. And because people felt so bad about me losing my job, they actually like went nuts on the ads. And I made like a ton of money in a couple months, which is like one of my first controversies was that I got kicked out of Google AdSense within 2 months because they claimed that I did like invalid click activity when I didn't. It was because my fans were like so supportive of me and felt bad that I lost my job.
My life, I would have anyone who gave a shit about what I cared about, you know, anything about a game or anything about any opinion about anything, right? It's pretty awesome to know that there's hundreds of people, thousands of people. And even in the 11 years now that I've done this, you know, I went from being a guy who recorded with a camera, not even like live streaming or direct capture. I had a actual camera, a digital camera that I pointed at my TV and was recording videos with a memory card, you know, to do gameplay. And then I went to begging.
My goal is that within, say, 5 years, I can get myself out of any kind of financial pressures outside of the realm of me having fun on stream and say, okay, I still want to stream, but I want to have a solid job, a steady job outside of that I can do daytime. And then maybe I come home and stream 2-3 hours a night, you know, a few days a week, and I split my time between them.
Are you sure about that?
Was there ever a point, because I'm not like a expert on your career, was there ever a point where you were making any reasonable money on YouTube, or were you always kind of just using that as like kind of a dumping ground for your stream videos?
Oh no, dude! I was a full-time
disgusting beggar.
But then when that adpocalypse happened in early 2017, that all changed. Like overnight, I made 50% less money, and I was like, oh my God, like I can't do this. So that's when I adopted full-time
begging.
Where are you at with people from Twitch? Do you think you're on good terms with them?
Twitch loves me and my streams.
And a couple people who like I was cool with them. Sometimes they would come and hang out on my streams. I would come hang out on their streams. And within a year, they basically told me we can't do it anymore.
Oh, you piece of shit. He almost got me toxic. He almost got me toxic. God damn it.
What do you think of the modern state of Twitch with kind of their push towards, you know, IRL streamers and these like political debate channels and stuff like that? What do you think about all that?
All right, I'm not dead, but I swear to God, I wish I fucking was.
But the last thing I want is my stream to become a place where people are coming to be just virulently angry at each other and nasty with each other about. I always say politics and religion are the two topics that I don't want to discuss in depth. If there's a game that has a topic on politics or religion, it's a part of the game's plot. Okay, then we can talk about it.
You liar, you.
I'm good at lying.
What, you know, like I said, what you might call a detractor channel.
Oh my God. That's great. Oh my God.
I try to watch some of the, you know, these channels and I see where their perspective's at. Then I watch you actually interacting with your chat. It's obviously different. Where do you put yourself in your interactions with chat? You know, you spend a decent amount of time acknowledging your trolls. That must be on purpose.
I'm just going to ban.
You know, how does that work into your live stream? You know, interacting with these people that are just always in your orbit, you know, just to shit on you.
Now, I could completely ignore them. That's true. I could over-moderate. That's true. And to some extent, I used to do that. Like when I was just on YouTube, I used to heavily police my comments on my videos. Heavily police them. To the point where people were like, I don't like watching Phil's videos because I can't comment. When I comment, everything seems like it's super policed and commented on there or you know, moderated on there.
Yeah.
Everything was still good when it came to my fans. My fans still loved my content and wanted to come see it, but there was this increasing like cloud over my head of people following me around saying negative things.
Phil actually is a really toxic person, so we're just gonna keep saying, why am I toxic? Because it's a meme.
In the day when it first started, this negative cloud behind me, I reacted to it the worst possible way. I acknowledged it. I complained about it. I said it's not fair. I whined.
Whining, complaining.
Was this cat thing. Do you know what that's about? Like,
yeah.
people said, here's how it was told to me, that like he had an X goal for money, and then to reveal something, and then it was his cat. What was that even about?
But no, I had a stream where I told everyone it was a special event, a marathon style stream, that I was going to be playing a certain amount of games, certain type of game. You know, it was a kind of a gimmick event because I needed to raise funds. I was in a big, bad financial position. I had a bunch of things coming up that I needed to pay, and I looked at it. I know I can't do it. Now, I know my fans will support me if I ask for it. So I said, I'm going to do a special marathon stream to raise tips. And if I hit a certain level, a goal level of what I would like to raise during that day, I'm going to give you guys a positive reveal as a way to say thank you. And this is something that could maybe even affect positively my streams in the future or my content. We'll see. We'll see, you know. But that's how I spun it.
Sure.
Oh, you know, this is a life-changing event. I'm promising you guys the world that there's going to be some crazy thing if we raise a certain amount of money. And I never even told anyone what the amount of money was or anything. It was just all. In fact, that morning, I just out of my head pulled a random number out of my head, never expecting that I would reach it. What the hell? I'll pull it out of the sky. I'll put it up as a goal. Maybe it'll motivate people. If I had got a couple $100s, I would have been thrilled, right?
Yeah.
So I do the stream, and it's about 3/4 through the stream, and it's almost over. And I'm like, well, guys, you know, just so you know, here we are. The stream's almost over. There's the goal. Here's where we are. And people were like, well, are you still going to reveal the thing at the end of the stream? I was like, I don't know. We'll see. And the truth of the matter is, I was going to do it anyway. I didn't tell anyone that because obviously you want to motivate people to contribute. I was going to do it anyway. I want to motivate people to contribute. All of a sudden, people started coming out of the woodwork and started contributing. If you can believe it, we hit the goal. All right, this is amazing. Stop the presses. We'll stop playing games. I just want to introduce you to my pet cat. God, Lord knows how no one knew that I had a cat. I don't know. Maybe they guessed or whatever, but... So finally, I say, here he comes, and I let him in, and I'm playing with him, and we're having fun. And the thing is, there were two groups of people. My fans, my actual fans, were super happy. Some people thought it was going to be, I'm announcing I'm adding a piece of equipment to the stream or something. But to see this, Cat and the cat now, the cat has free roam to come into my office.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
There's the other group of people. Oh my God, that's it? So Phil charged $1,000 to see his cat? Oh my God, I can't, what a dishonest scammer. He said this was going to be something amazing and he was going to really contribute to the streams, and this is a bullshit. A longtime fan of mine came out to the stream late and was like, oh, this is amazing, and he gave me another $1,000. It was nuts. I was like, I wasn't expecting.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
So now the new conspiracy is this whole thing was planned. Phil already had someone lined up to give him the $1,000 behind the scenes. So the whole thing was a scam to get his other fans to give him money too. You know, this is what I mean. This is what these people do. They think these crazy conspiracy theories up. Okay. And they spin them into fact. Phil scammed his viewers not out of $1,000 but $2,000 somehow. Okay. Yeah. And it was all a plan behind. It was some malicious plan behind the scenes. It's like, but if you were there and you were live for the event, you would realize none of that happened. It was actually a very positive, fun stream. People were having fun with games. They were contributing slowly, and then all of a sudden they realized, oh man, he didn't hit the goal. Let's help Phil out. And at the last minute, everyone kind of rallied. We hit the goal. It was amazing.
And by the way, Jasper agrees with me.
Not really a big deal. It wasn't like I was publishing this for months that this was going to be a crazy, life-changing reveal for everyone. It was just something as a reward, a little positive thing at the end of the stream if we hit the goal.
What?
All right.
And like I said, I was definitely going to show the cat anyway. I wasn't going to like hold it back as a secret. I was eventually going to show the cat, but people just want to make shit up. And that's the thing. That's the hot new thing. That Phil's a scammer. His $2,000 cat.
Well, yeah. I mean, so I really don't watch those. There's a couple of YouTube channels that I watch that will occasionally meme on you a little bit, but I don't watch some of these. I mean, I watch some of the Wings channels because they're fucking hilarious. Wings is just a different dude. Like, he hasn't figured out how to lean into it yet, and he's still, you know. But the funny thing was that was a really big deal. And looking back at it, do you think maybe that like I do it with thumbnails all the time? Like, I think the title's okay, or I think, like you say, hey, look, I just thought I was gonna do something, you know, important. But sometimes it's hard to judge like how your viewers, or in your case, also your strong detractors, will view something like that. you know, they're probably like, oh, Phil's got a kid on the way, or something like that. And sometimes you can't avoid the way people react to your thumbnails. That's how I view it with your titles. So maybe that was a case of where like, oh shit, maybe I should have had like a more, you know, normal title kind of thing.
Yeah, the thing is, you're right. Like, how do you say that? Because essentially, I didn't want to spoil. And it's like, oh, it's a minor or it's a kind of a middle-level thing. People were guessing, of course, the whole time. They were guessing, is it a pet? Is it this or that? I can't give them a hint. And the problem is, when you don't give a hint, now they naturally build it up to be bigger than what it's supposed to be, right? They're building their own expectations up. And I can't do anything about that. Now, the funny fact about the whole thing is, every single person who contributed that day liked it. I never got a single person who came to me and said, Phil, I feel like the contribution that I gave you was dishonest. It's because you told us one thing and it was another. The people are happy. The people who actually contribute aren't the people with the issue. It's the people who criticize me, the people who do full-time detraction on me that always have the issue. It's never the people who are positively contributing. It's the people on the outside watching that seem to have the issue. So who really got scammed? Was it the viewer who contributed and was happy with the result? Or was it the person who blew up the expectation to be something it wasn't?
I have gout.
Like gout, gouty gout, McFist, gout, fucking butt fuck, farts, gout.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
I understand how bad it fucking hurts. This funniest cancellation thing was the you don't joke about my gout, but also Ching Chong Bing Bong. That was basically, you know, the Daily Dots article, right? Gout fucking hurts, and I hate it. Probably not the best thing to use as a shield for Ching Chong Bing Bong, though.
If you would allow me to take a minute to actually clarify what I'm saying. There's a difference between generalized humor and a personal attack. Okay? Generalized humor, making a generalized joke about a race, making a generalized joke about a gender, making a generalized joke about anything that's a category that's in general, is not directed at a singular person, right? So, yes, you could take it personally if you're a person of that group, absolutely. And I do think that there are situations where you can go to the extreme and it is too far. But I don't honestly feel, besides maybe I can say one time ever, that I know I went too far.
Ha, gout, fucking king's disease. Who the fuck gets gout anymore?
You fat mother effer, you waste of life, you stupid alcoholic piece of crap. You have it because you're a disgusting individual. For me, it's the red meat. Like, I used to eat tons of red meat. I used to eat steak. I would have burgers. I would, you know, every moment, lunch meat. You know, I loved red meat. And I would drink. I used to drink way more back in the day.
Were you like a wine guy?
No, I was not having any kind of responsibility. I would just eat red meat 5 days in a row. Drink, drink whatever I wanted. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I just got to film videos tomorrow. Who cares if I got a hangover when I play video games, right? Who gives a crap? That's how my attitude was when I first started this whole thing 10 years ago. And it caught up with me about, I think it was 2015. It caught up with me in 2015 where I got it bad.
About 30?
All of a sudden. At that point, I was, 33.
Yeah, I don't think you're fat. Like, I'm a big guy. And, I never had a problem till I was probably 33, 34. Then one day I woke up and I couldn't walk. And
out of nowhere. What did I do? Did I break my foot? What did I do? Because you don't think it could be gout. You're like, I sprained my ankle. I broke a bone. What the hell did I do?
Yeah.
And people want to make fun of you. And you're like, dude, I'm sitting on a stream pretending my foot doesn't hurt. So I can make money today and I'm trying to put on a happy face for a stream when I've got daggers in my foot.
I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Sure.
I'm thinking I understand the situation better than most of the detractors would. I sent my taxes to October, and I had like $5,000. I had to borrow money from my parents just to pay my fucking taxes. My accountant was like, hey, you should really be paying in every month. And I was like, I just borrowed all this money from my parents. I got to pay them back. Plus, I got to pay my life, pay my bills. I can't do that.
Why am I operating a business out of Connecticut when I'm a YouTuber? I could live in a million other places that are cheaper.
Yeah.
So eventually in 2014, I moved out here and I got this place is where I live now. My tax accountant from Connecticut did my taxes wrong for several years. I get a notice from the state here. Were you aware that? Yeah, the Washington state. Are you aware that there's business taxes here that you haven't paid for 3 or 4 years and now you owe us all this money in back taxes? I was like, What?
Oh my god! What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
We're supposed to believe that false copyright strikes made your channel die on YouTube, then your taxes were done wrong, then more stuff happened. Yeah.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
What would be your dream job type? Or like, you know, it doesn't have to be a dream job, but you know, the type of field you'd like to be in after you stabilize.
McDonald's.
And it's remarkable. People say to me every day, how do you keep doing what you're doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just must have like the thickest skin.
You know, to me, Phil, I've never had any interactions with you before, and I know there will be people in the comment section of this video that say, Jeremy, I fucking hate you because you didn't call him out on this or call him out on that. And I said to you up front that, and I'll probably put a bumper on this video that tries to like explain that wasn't my intent. It's not my intent to prove or deny X, Y, and Z of particular controversies that you've had in your life. Who the fuck can track them all?
This guy's a bitch.
What I'd hope to do is get to know you and let people also get to know you. And look, you stood by everything you said. You said, hey, we talked before this. You said, look, I'll talk about that, or I won't talk about this or that, but I'll talk about whatever. And we met in the middle. I got some questions.
I mean, I hope that people watching this were entertained. I definitely had a good time talking to you. I enjoyed talking with you as well. And like I said, the reason I wanted to do this...
Like, how stupid can you be? I got paid for your stupidity. For your failed troll attempt, I made money.
The media was coming out of nowhere trying to cancel me, which is hilarious. Like, that's ever going to work. After the shit I've been through, you think you could really cancel me? You're out of your mind.